Hi, welcome to day 2 in Japan. Today we are also not staying in Yokohama, we're going to Hakone. We have a halfway stop to take a closer look at the volcano. Suddenly the sidewalk ended and we're just walking like this. We're trying to be slow, not to startle the drivers, and I can see that drivers in the cars are trying to drive slowly, not to hit us. It is a bit scary. We have finally made it to the gates. Look at this line. So we came home at about 4 or 5 p.m. I set an alarm in an hour to take a little nap and woke up at 11:30. Obviously everything was already closed, so I dressed in my yukata and went to the family mart that is in our hotel. I bought myself a salad, spaghetti with bacon, onigiri with salmon, some pineapple, pizza, and a delicious red grape drink. Good morning, day 3. I'm dressed in my yukata because I just heard a cleaning lady and I'm waiting for her to knock on my door so then I can run away. I got my laptop. I'm gonna probably go and edit videos or something downstairs. Today is a more chill day. I'm not gonna do So I eventually went to the lobby to edit some videos, and after that I went to lunch. This was the first time we actually had proper food, probably, because before that it was just onigiri and stuff. This is called doria. It's basically an omelet with rice and mushrooms, some salad, and something. I don't know, I haven't tried it. After that we took a Yokohama watching sky duck bus tour, which drew us around Yokohama a little bit, mostly the places we've already walked around. But then this happened. I don't know if you've ever heard about buses like this. This was the first time for me, and it was honestly a little bit scary. It felt like it's not supposed to work like this, like it's a bus, it's supposed to be on the road, not on the water, but it was a fun experience. And then, of course, at 5 p.m. it was time to take a little nap, and I set my alarm as usual for an hour, and as usual I woke up around 12 a.m. So I made myself my first matcha tea, which was just green tea. I don't know what I expected it to be, but I thought I wouldn't like it, but it was fine. And then I also went to Family Mart, got myself some sandwiches, some snacks, and we were just watching TV. I expected, by the way, Japanese TV to be very crazy, like non-stop crazy Japanese shows and anime all day, every day, but it was just a normal TV. It was just news, some talk shows, and this was the only anime channel we had, and it didn't even have any famous or familiar stuff, so... Good morning, day 4 in Japan. Today I'm gonna really fight myself and not let myself fall asleep again. So I just had breakfast at the hotel. I finally found some dishes that my stomach is happy about. So like bran flakes with milk, fruit, tea, eggs and potatoes. Oh, and also let me give you a little tour. Okay, so here's the entrance and here's the room. That's it. Here's the bathroom. Let's go there. Japanese toilet. Settings. Bath. Shower. All the different stuff. The water is drinkable, by the way. Then we have 2 trash cans. One for combustible trash and the other one for incombustibles. 2 hangers. And this is pretty much all storage that we have. They don't have anything else other than the underbed area. Here we have kettle, mirror, little fridge. This, I don't know what this is. I thought it was an air conditioner, but then that's an air conditioner. And the bed, big TV, which has... what is this? Kinda a little bit gross, but okay. And here we have an USB charger spot, and then the settings for air conditioning, and then these are all switches to turn on and off the lights. What is this, by the way? I don't know. And then the main thing in this room is obviously the view. This is floor 26, and we can see Fuji there. Not today though. Well, a little bit today. So I might go here today. Also here there's like a viewing point on 69th floor. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I got ready and went to Daiso because I needed to get myself some sunglasses, sunscreen, and like a hat or bucket hat or something like this because the sun was burning. And I spent a ridiculous amount of time trying to find Daiso, first of all, because there was a huge mall with many floors, levels, nooks and crannies and all that stuff. And then I spent an even more ridiculous amount of time trying to rehearse the phrase, "Can I try this on?" in Japanese, and building up the courage to actually ask it, because there were no mirrors and I didn't know if I can try stuff on or not. While I was doing that, by the way, I was walking around the store, obviously, to pretend that I'm actually doing something, and I was looking around hoping to see a lot of stuff with anime, especially like stationery and stuff, and it turned out to be a very, very normal store. Not that I expect every store in Japan to have only anime, but I did actually expect to see much more stuff with anime, especially in areas like stationery and socks, where the options are unlimited, but there were just simple gray socks and stuff, so that's that. I found this hat with a ridiculously long brim, which looks like the Titan, whose name I can't remember, but I literally can't think of anything else looking at this hat. sunglasses. Bucket hat for $3. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so I'm getting ready. It's day 5, right? I'm getting ready to go to the Cup Noodles Museum, and I thought we're gonna go together with my husband, or maybe I'm gonna go by myself. But he met a Japanese guy on his conference, and he's bringing him with us, and I am super nervous. Like, I'm preparing to say some things like "Hajimemashite, Tanya desu, yoroshiku onegaishimasu," and that's it. 3 phrases, that's all I know in Japanese, and he doesn't speak English that well, so it's gonna be an interesting experience. I'm nervous. Okay, let's go. Okay, when I said that those 3 phrases in Japanese were everything that I know, it's not exactly true. I can tell a little bit about myself. I can ask questions even though they may not be grammatically correct. People will understand me, I think. When we met with this guy, he right away started speaking to me in English because I suppose he wanted to practice his English speaking skills, and I wanted to practice my Japanese speaking skills. But since he started the conversation in English already, I didn't want to start saying words and phrases in Japanese just to show him that I know a little bit. Basically, I didn't get to speak Japanese at all with him, which was unfortunate, but that's that. Also, the Cup Noodle Museum itself was a little disappointing. I expected there to be more rooms, but now that I think about it, like, what else can you show other than noodle packages and stuff? So there was this, the most famous room with all the packages throughout the years, and then there was a room which I have no idea how it was connected to the noodles, like these trees and lights and stuff. Then there was a couple of just art objects, a room with optical illusion, and a pretty cool old house which used to make noodles like in 1958, and you can go inside and look at all this, and this bowl is also animated. Well, not animated, how do I say that? It lights up and it pretends to be cooking, like boiling oil or something. We also thought that the admission was free for some reason. I don't know, we saw it on a website somewhere, but it turns out that it wasn't. It was 500 yen per person, and the Japanese guy went in first and he bought all 3 tickets, and we didn't want him to spend money on us, so we tried to give the money back, but we didn't have 500 yen on us. We only had like 2,000 and then 400 in change, so we gave him the 400 first, and then we tried to give him the 2,000, but he at first didn't want to accept. Then he accepted it, and we were like, why are we paying so much? We could have just exchanged money and give the money back to him, like a proper amount, but it was so awkward. It was a mess. Instead of going to him for free, we ended up overpaying by quite a lot, especially when you're traveling on a budget. It's not a place you want to spend so much money on. There is a floor where you can do your own custom noodles. You have to pay extra for that. And then there is a floor with like sort of old Japanese village style kiosks where you can buy food and eat there. But I didn't want to film there because there were a lot of people like eating, and I didn't want to shove a camera into their faces. Welcome to day 6 in Japan. This is our last day in Yokohama, and I decided to give you a little tour of the hotel because it looks so luxurious, yet it was one of the cheapest options. Sure, the rooms are quite small, but everything else is huge. They have a whole floor with 2 family marts, which work 24/7, public baths for men and women separately, laundry room, an outside pool lounge area, several restaurants, basically everything you'll ever need. So after I had breakfast in the hotel, I went out for a little snack, got myself this banana cheese, watched a very strong ant do its job, yuzu and lemon soda, which was unexpectedly very good. These strawberry pancakes, which were as soft as a cloud and melted in my mouth. Wow. And these seaweed chips. I love nori, but these chips were not it. It tasted more like a shrimp, and the aftertaste was bad.